Ready with me to try to be human today. I literally haven't done anything in a couple days besides some creative makeup, and so I need to get out of bed. I need to get stuff done. So today we're gonna get ready. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. Yes, it's a onesie. No, I'm not ashamed. First, we're gonna go with some Bioma toner. Got some comments on a couple of my last videos about my wrinkles. One comment was, ew, and then they commented again and said, you have a lot of wrinkles. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Bioma Hydrating Recovery Oil, so good. But seriously, if you have nothing better to do than come on this app and point out the obvious to people, well, you need to figure something out. But don't make me come at you, because you catch me in the wrong mood and I just might come at you. That was the Dermatology tinted sunscreen in case I go outside, because I gotta protect these precious wrinkles. We're gonna go in with Made by Mitchell Flesh Pot, and this is in color FP3. It's a soft matte concealer, and I like to just kind of go in where the deep set is. I don't go all the way up. So I really like the Milk Hydro Skin Tint. I did get it in the wrong color, but we're gonna use some bronzer. So at the end of the day, it's not really gonna matter. And we just wanna load that brush. Now we're gonna go in and tap it out to get a nice smooth finish with no streaking. Now we're gonna do some bronzer. We're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Bronze Stick. Yeah. Do your makeup how you wanna do it. I find that if I try to follow these processes that are set, I tend to get nervous and then end up messing it up, or I get frustrated. So I do what I like. I'm gonna take some moisturizing spray. This is just a face mister, and we're gonna tap that in and kind of blend it out. I wanna try this NYX Wonder Static Setting Powder. I like to put it in my hand when I have loose powder. Start here. I don't want it too heavy, so that's why I'm using a brush. Everybody has their own way. This is how I like to do it. And I am gonna go over the cream products, because I'm gonna use powder products over those. I don't know, I think my skin looks rather good, so I'd say that's a win. I'm gonna use the NYX Fluff and Snatch. This is a powder that turns into a gel. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it works super good. I like it because I feel like you get a really natural looking brow. Next is eyeshadow. We're gonna use the You Can Be Fantasy palette. Do I look like a Disney princess? I kind of want to have a dark eye today. Even though I'm not going anywhere, I want to have a little fun with it. So we're gonna go with a smoky, smoldery black and brown eye. I'm gonna start with the shade that's closest to your skin tone. Just kind of go over the entire lid. And I like to start there to give my shadows a base so that the blending can be ultra smooth. And that's where we're starting. I know it looks like nothing because it's a neutral color. Next, I'm gonna go in with a slightly darker brown. Actually, it's a lot darker. And I'm going to kind of come over to the side. This is kind of an orangey brown, but because I have blue eyes, this is really gonna make my eyes pop. And if you haven't smashed that subscribe button yet, now's the time. So I'm gonna bring it across there and then under. Most importantly, we're going to blend. Blending is like one of the most important steps. I don't want to do is pull it all the way over, so I'm going to just blend here on the side and blend out this because I want it to be soft. I'm not looking for a super structured eye. I want a soft, bold eye, if that makes sense. Now we're gonna go in with a slightly darker brown, and we're going to get just on our lash line. Then we blend. Again, you don't want to go onto the inner corner of the eye. We are going to leave that pretty open. You see how it just pulls it up and out? We're going to go in with a nice angled brush. Actually, I might go in with a tad of black. And because I have a naturally hooded eye, I'm going to pull straight across, and then when I look down, that's where I'm going to connect it to my lid. So when I look up, the wing is nice and straight. I will often use shadows instead of actual liner to give myself a bit of a softer look straight out. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're going to smudge it. I'm going to take a smaller brush and we're going to smudge the lid a little bit. Pretty. We're going to go in with our Tarte shimmer palette. I like this one because it's a very fine shimmer and it's not going to settle on my eyelid. It's going to look really nice and smooth. We're going to go in with this color here and then just very lightly. This one you can use your finger, but I'm not looking for that bold of a shimmer. You see the difference. And then here too, slight, just ever so lightly. In the inner corner, I'm going to go in with the pearl. Okay, that's where we're starting. Now I'm gonna go in, go with blush first. We'll do eyeliner last. And I'm gonna use, let's see, the NYX Buttermelt blush, and I got it in color, this is Red Rouge. Look at that red. That is an amazing red. Like that is red. We're gonna have to be really careful with this one. Because it's so red, I'm not gonna go straight from here to my cheek. They are pigmented. So a little here, and then on the back of my hand, and then very lightly go in. But that is a very pretty color. See what I'm talking about? Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. So then I'm gonna go in. Yeah, I got a little crazy there. Okay, I like that. Now, I do need to do some powdered bronzer. For that, we're gonna use the Too Faced Sun Bunny. And just lightly tap here and here. We're gonna do a little bit of highlight. I'm going with the rose gold colored one. And we're just going to lightly get our high points of our cheeks, tip of my nose, and the bridge. I'm gonna go with a little more powder because I went a little crazy with the blush. Especially right here. We're gonna go in with the black liner on the tight line. So what I like to do is just do the waterline and squint, and then that will kind of bring it down or up like that. Now we need some lashes, and I'm not gonna do lashes today. I'm only gonna do mascara, and I'm using the Maybelline Extension. This is a really good mascara. Very good. And I lied, I'm gonna go back in with a little more color on the tops of my cheeks. So I got this new lip lifter one from Maybelline I wanna try. So apparently this is supposed to like plump the outside of your lips, I think. So let's go. And then kind of, I really like that color though. Then we're gonna go in with their Blur Filler Lip Contour. It's gonna be a pretty combo for sure. That is a great lip combo. And then lastly, this is their Lip Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. It's one of my absolute favorite glosses. And that looks stellar. I love that. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna go do my hair and get dressed, and I'll be back. Here is the finished look. I used a 1-inch curling iron on my hair just to give it some body, and I feel much better. The whole point of today's makeup was to kind of get out of my funk and into my day, and I think it actually worked. My makeup looks great. I feel great. If there's a specific look that you want to see, make sure to drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.